Static was the first thing that appeared. The type of digital buzz that results from a file that has been compressed too quickly, shared too frequently, and handled by people who are aware that it is radioactive. It had the straightforward file name Garrison_confessional_final, MP4. It was far from definitive. Viewers saw a calmer, more worn-out version of Garrison Brown's face when the film started playing, rather than the sardonic, smiling eldest son they had seen in Sister Wives. His gaze was far away. He shifted in the chair uneasily. There was a quiet that was inappropriate for a 25-year-old. I feel like... He hesitated. His speech was a whisper as he glanced down and then back at the camera. As if I were shouting from underwater. Yelling at whom, Garrison? A TLC producer whispered softly behind the camera. Garrison took a swallow. My father. His knuckles were white and his hands were folded tightly. He seemed to be keeping something back as his jaw twitched. Hey, hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel TLC Flicks. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. I sent him an SMS. I made a call. Nothing. I even drove by and went up once to check on him. I didn't knock. Simply sat outside. Similar to a stray. He laughed. A bitter one. Well, I suppose I am a stray. Although the leaked footage was shocking, what transpired next crushed any remaining delusions. His mother, Janelle Brown, came out a few days after the video became viral. She didn't visit a news organization. A talk show presenter did not sit with her. She wore one of Garrison's old high school hoodies and made an unmakeup live appearance on Instagram. Her voice was shaking as she talked straight into the camera, her sorrow evident in every syllable. I pleaded with Kody to give him a call. I pleaded. Every time Garrison attempted to get in touch after a family gathering, I would go to Kody and ask, please, you are needed by him. Nothing needs to be fixed by you. Simply give him a call back. She stopped and wiped her tears. In his own words, he made his decisions. He refuses to abide with the regulations. The guidelines. Janelle gave a headshake. What regulations? Do you want your father to return your love? Are you interested in attending dinner without creating a COVID flowchart? That isn't rebellion. Being human means doing it. She didn't respond to any inquiries. She logged off after saying what she had to say. In a single day, the video received over 3 million views. The video wasn't the only thing. Kody received screenshots of Garrison's texts from an unidentified former TLC production associate. Dad, may I stop by? I no longer know how to be okay. Please respond. All I have to do is hear your voice. Not one was marked as read. Some were separated by days. At 2 or 3 a.m., others were dispatched. The majority didn't reply at all. No emoticons. Not okay. The stillness was painful in its own right. Exactly 2 months prior to Garrison's passing, one message said, "You mentioned that males don't cry. I'm making an effort not to. However, I'm worn out. Being a ghost in my own family is not something I want." Like thunder, that line reverberated around the internet. The second blow was even more devastating. Garrison's phone was made available to producers by his younger brother, Gabe. At first, they were apprehensive, uncertain of what they would discover. They discovered darkness, but a glow of desperation too. Videos of Garrison whispering while sitting on his floor with his cat. They don't understand, friend. They believe I'm alright. That I make jokes about since I'm powerful. But occasionally, I just lie in bed to keep from thinking. Another showed him strolling through a nighttime, deserted parking lot. Breathing into the chilly air, he murmured to the camera, "I wanted to call him just now." I examined my contacts, gazed at his name, was unable to press it, since I knew he wouldn't respond. He grinned. Regretfully. It's similar to phoning a dead number. However, the individual is still alive. It became evident that this would not be a typical reunion when TLC quickly rescheduled the tell-all program to incorporate these disclosures. During the filming, Christine left the set. She remarked, "I can't sit here and act like we didn't all know." The only thing Mary said, tense and silent, was, "Kody didn't just fail Garrison. He let them all down." And Gabe. When Robin entered his life, he lost all sense of what it meant to be a father. After then, the cameras panned to a vacant seat. Kody's. He had declined to show up. Gabe replaced him. He gazed directly into the camera. My brother was holding his phone when he passed away. He was anticipating a call, but it never arrived. Robin did show up for a moment. She spoke in a cautious, clipped tone. I wasn't familiar with him. He didn't approach. I have no idea why. The audience was incensed, both in person and at home. You have no idea why? Later, Christine said. The distance existed because of you. Kody shut out the rest of us using you as an excuse. Twitter took off. Threads on Reddit were stacked high. Hashtag Silent Sons, hashtag Justice for Garrison, hashtag Kody knew the letter then arrived. Janelle printed it in Garrison's handwriting and published it in People magazine. Mom, don't blame yourself if I go missing. No one tried as hard as you did. However, I can't pursue someone who believes I'm a mistake indefinitely. I'm not overly theatrical. I'm simply worn out. Express your love for Gabe. Tell Dad it doesn't matter. There was no need to explain the words. The world was aware of it already. There's a call log on a cracked Android phone somewhere in a drawer. He called Kody the night Garrison passed away. 2:47 a.m. It rang. Once more it rang. Voicemail. He left none behind. He didn't call again. A country lamented a youngster who was never really heard until it was too late in that stillness. If you want to continue, let me know with, and there's more. At this moment, there is no question about Kody Brown's favorite wife. The reality star's sister wives said for years that he was more attracted to Robin Brown than any other member of his multiple families. More recently, Kody's love for this wife was blessed by God. So, this question is not up for argument. But in a recent YouTube video, Michael T., her daughter, and her husband Tony reveal for the first time that her father has a favorite child as well. In the video, Tony states, I will say that Kody, for sure, does clearly and definitely have a very big preference for pretty things. He also mentions that he likes it when his girls and boys are attractive. I believe this is the reason he consistently claimed that Aspen was his favorite. Michael T. was taken aback to discover that her father had reportedly spoken this aloud about his second oldest child at one point. However, she acknowledged that Kody's prior behavior had made it appear this way for sure. However, Tony steadfastly maintained his version of events, claiming to have overheard Kody state that Aspen is superior to the other children. I don't want to hear that as the second child who is insecure. Michael T. answered, Aspen being the favorite is already causing me problems as a child. In response, Tony said, I recall that he would mention Aspen as his favorite. She was constantly prettied up, which was one of the causes. It was him, not me, who said it. I simply recall him uttering those words. The fact that this sounds like something Kody would say has to be acknowledged. Michael T. earlier stated in this same video that he likes put together. Before asserting that, like Robin today, Kody's mother always took the time to get herself dressed and groomed at the start of each day. Christine went on about how his wives always had to look nice and had to wear cosmetics because it mattered so much to Kody during a Sister Wives episode earlier this season. Christine commented on air about Kody's shallow behavior, saying, It's no wonder I was always wondering and insecure because, as much as I was comparing, he was also comparing us to Robin all the time. Robin was exalted while the rest of us were simply subpar. I thought I wasn't doing enough in the relationship. There isn't much about Kody that would surprise us right now as we wait to learn if TLC will approve Sister Wives Season 20. He has a narcissistic streak. During a Sister Wives episode this spring, Mary added, Kody has always wanted those around him to look good. He wanted me to look good. So when we first started dating, he would take me out and buy clothes. Kody Brown has made no secret of his desire for everything in his life to be pretty, including his wife Robin and his hair. However, his son-in-law Tony Padron and daughter Michael T. claim that Kody's own children also seem to have same choice. The Sister Wives actors talked about Kody's fixation with appearance and how it influenced his decision to prioritize one of his 18 children over another in a new Patreon video that they posted to their YouTube channel. Tony stated, I will say that Kody definitely does have a very big preference for pretty things. He likes it when his boys and girls are attractive. I believe this is the reason he consistently claimed that Aspen was his favorite. Michael T. was shocked to learn that Kody had publicly declared Aspen, his oldest daughter and the second-born child in the Brown family, to be his favorite. However, she acknowledged that it appeared that way because of Kody's prior behavior. He simply acts that way. He never stated it. Michael T said. Tony, however, said that he had overheard Kody declare Aspen to be his favorite child. I don't want to hear that as the second child who is insecure. Christine, Kody's third ex-wife, is Michael T's mother, she stated. Aspen being the favorite is already causing me problems as a child. He used to mention Aspen as his favorite, I recall. Tony stated that she was constantly prettied up, which was one of the reasons. I didn't say it, he did. I simply recall him uttering those words. Michael T acknowledged earlier in the webcast that her father has always valued well-groomed individuals. Michael T went on to say, he likes put together. Before adding that, like Robin now, Kody's mother always took the time to get herself dressed, groomed, and wearing pearls at the start of each day. In the most recent Sister Wives season, Christine talked candidly about her ex-husband's fixation on his wife's appearance, hairstyle, and attire. She disclosed that Kody frequently contrasted Robin's appearance with that of his prior 3 spouses, Christine, Mary, and Janelle. He enjoyed wearing cosmetics. In an April episode, Christine remarked, "It was like, you had to always look nice. It was very important to him." Christine claims that Robin frequently spent more time getting herself Kody ready than the other ladies, which led to Kody giving her more attention. Regarding Kody's shallow actions, Christine remarked, "It's no wonder I was always wondering and insecure because, as much as I was comparing, he was also comparing us to Robin all the time. Robin was exalted while the rest of us were simply subpar. I thought I wasn't doing enough in the relationship." Mary also recounted her ex-husband's fixation on appearance in the same show. Mary said, "Kody has always wanted those around him to look good. He wanted me to look good. So when we first started dating, he would take me out and buy clothes." Michael T said during their most recent live stream that she never was and never needed to be Kody's favorite child. She did, however, assert that there was a brief instance during which she believed she shared her father's prized title of favorite child. Michael T, the 5th of Kody's 18 children, said, "I think there was a time when I was his favorite, but he never said it. I believe there was a period there when I was the favorite for a short while. You were the ultra mediator for everything for 2 seconds, Tony said. This time frame most likely occurred soon following Christine's separation from Kody. Michael T continued to visit Kody and Robin and attempt to patch up some of the family's tense ties, despite the fact that the majority of Kody's adult children have little to no relationship with him. However, Michael T revealed in a September Patreon account remark following her brother Garrison's funeral that she no longer felt the same way about Robin because of recent occurrences. According to Michael T, she gave birth to her twins, Archer and Ace, around the same time, which Tony claimed helped a lot to improve her relationship with Kody. Although Michael T was Kody's favorite child for a brief time, she acknowledged that she performed well among her mother Christine's 6 children. Mom also despises the word favorite, Michael T remarked. I won't claim to be her favorite because she detested it, but she did find it enjoyable when I had the twins. I was really awesome or something. In a recent Instagram post, Sister Wives star Mary Brown seems to have attacked her ex-husband Kody Brown. By mentioning how she was handled in the past, the reality star made it plain what she won't put up with and what she's looking for in her next relationship. The shade was quickly noticed by fans, who described it as a crude jab at Kody. In a July 1st post, the TLC star expressed her opinions about relationships using a video clip and a long caption. She claims to have standards and to be aware of her worth. I'm not saying that anyone owes me anything, and I'm not asking for perfection, Mary started. I'm only telling you to be intentional if you're truly interested. Tell me you appreciate me. I have something to contribute, and I'll give it my all once I feel appreciated. She went on to say that she consciously leads a beautiful life. The Sister Wives star stated that she is seeking a partner who complements her life, rather than someone who will complete her. I will not pursue, coerce, or compromise in any way. It will feel peaceful when the proper person shows up. There will be laughter, not wondering, not bewilderment, but comfort. Games, not depth, she said. Mary's post received responses from fans. You dare not settle. One person commented on the post, saying, "You've already compromised enough. You are deserving of everything." "You and Janelle need to see how real men treat their wives," someone else wrote. "Kody was terrible." "Yes, girl." At last. A third added, "Kody never gave you what you deserved or wanted." In 1989, Mary and Kody Brown were legally wed. In addition to living as a plural family, Kody spiritually married Janelle and Christine Brown, and both of them followed a polygamous lifestyle. In order to make it possible for Kody to legally marry Robin Brown, the pair got a divorce in 2014. In the end, they parted ways permanently in January 2023. It became clear throughout the seasons how cruel Kody was to his previous wife. Christine disclosed that Kody had melted down his wedding band from Mary during the Sister Wives reveal in season 28. According to him, he took this action to keep Mary from having power over him. Mary also disclosed that before he would work on their marriage, Kody had given her a long list of things he wanted her to do for him. Mary claimed that once she fulfilled his requests, he decided he had no interest in compromising with her. "I don't really consider myself married to Mary," he added on camera. "I wouldn't argue with her if she wanted to go on and find another partner." Kody was upset and even sobbed when Mary moved from Flagstaff to Utah, stating that he liked the life they had together and that it was the end of an era. In addition, he called her his favorite ex-wife. Let us know in your comments. And stay tuned by subscribing our channel to get more updates like this. Thanks everyone.